true story is, well, there was a lot of names, but everything anyone was coming up with really scared me, actually. Stoney came up with the Dum Dum Boys, and Bruce had Daddy Long Legs on his mind. I was just talking about ooh. And so I decided one day to just really push myself and come up with a name. And at the time I was working as a courier, driving cars around Tukwila, South Seattle, and delivering stuff. And so I would pull over the side of the road and just write a lot during work, write lyrics and stuff like that. And that day I just decided to write out band names. I just had a list of names that had all sorts of things, you know, a lot of themes like stars and all this kind of fancy stuff, and kind of like Freddie. And I thought of a formula where it had to be kind of a 3-word name because at first I was thinking 3 syllables because of Led Zeppelin, and I thought that might be the secret to huge success. But I came out with 4 syllables at the end, and it was Mother Love Bone. It was just words that fit together, and after about a week, I convinced everyone else to go along with it. And they weren't a total full-fledged, oh yeah, Mother Love Bone sounds great. It was kind of a weak process where I was going, you know, Mother Love Bone should be the name of the band. Kept saying it at practice, and finally sunk in, I think, too.
Around the world, wrote a million songs, it's all about me. I've slept in the gutter, and I've lied with the dogs, and never bother me. Send the sheriff, he come to, with his little boys in blue, they've been looking for me, child. With my crystal string guitar, I'm another Eagle Star.
It's a conglomeration of 3 bands from Seattle: 10 Minute Warning, Malfunction, which was my band, and Green River. We're more interested in the NBA playoffs.
Basketball is a lot like music. You have to play with 5 guys. There's 5 guys in our band. We have our center, Andy.
In my mind, I was as big as Peter Frampton in the 70s. In my bedroom, that is.
We have our point guard, Greg.
Another thing I like about this, I can sort of exercise my spontaneity.
Right.
It's kind of like practicing being spontaneous. This is my one opportunity in the morning.
Then we have the team players.
The Mickey's fine, malt liquor. That's a great quality band. The local Rainier, but if you're going to get a Rainier, you might as well go for the Rainier Ale, which in Montana is referred to as Green Death.
At the time, I didn't really play guitar, but I decided, after watching every 8th grade kid in the entire high school pick it up and learn how to play, that even though I was a junior in high school, it wasn't too late for me. But, so I finally did, and very soon afterwards I bought a Marshall.
I was in a band that was a 3-piece that played basically the same years as Green River, called Malfunction. I played bass and sang, and I wore white face and makeup, and I looked outrageous. More outrageous than now. And Malfunction, I was looking to become a frontman. We were trying out bass players and stuff like that, and so slowly but surely, extra game. Slowly but surely, it was just kind of destiny. I couldn't find my band that I wanted to be in. Green River broke up right at the right time, and they were the guys I needed to be in the band that I wanted to form.
I think a lot of us grew up listening to, Black Sabbath or Aerosmith and Kiss and stuff, and I think a lot of us got into the punk thing because from a playing standpoint, we could relate more to the Ramones or something, I mean, it was, you could play along to Blitzkrieg Bop, you couldn't play along to Nobody's Fault or something like that,
The three sound, I don't know if it might be the three sounds of the three separate bands that formed Mother Love Bone. It's kind of a melting pot, and so it is kind of it does kind of dictate the sound of us. I don't think it's a Seattle sound, but it's just kind of, we're all influenced by the same stuff growing up, everything from King Crimson to Kiss, and in between. We're just kind of a product of growing up in the 70s, listening to all sorts of rock. I don't think it was really there's any kind of signature sound to Seattle bands.
Everybody was just kind of making music and just doing what was natural. And
instead of going out and watching a lot of bands, they were just kind of mutating on their own.
And I think that's where the whole, stylistically, if there is some Seattle sounds or some Seattle visual things, it's just from being cooped up in the city.
When the word first got out that we were going to be in a band together, I think that it was kind of I know people were excited about it. I'm sure some people doubted it, and some people were kind of pissed, and I'm sure Green River fans were kind of probably a little disappointed because Green River and Malfunction weren't really alike. Green River was more of a Stooges band. Malfunction was more of a T-Rex. Hey, keep it down! Malfunction was more, not you guys, just them. Malfunction was more of a T-Rex kind of a band, a Kiss kind of a band. So I think people in Green River fans were a little bit maybe hesitant because they weren't ready for the real thing.
We created everything ourselves. The whole Sub Pop thing and everything. When that all started out, that was us basically making records, paying for them ourselves. We paid for our own tours. We had nothing to do with the actual music industry. It was a Seattle thing, and
it was us trying to be like Aerosmith, but not really being able to play good enough to actually do it.
and having only seen Aerosmith maybe once in our entire lives,
Glenn Campbell was my first inspiration. I thought he was really cool. I was 4 years old, and my mom had a Glenn Campbell album. I liked his hair, how it was just perfectly molded. And then I saw True Grit. That helped me out too. And then the song You Better Sit Down Kids was big with me too. And I decided that I had to be something like that, like Glenn Campbell. I think my favorite album of all time would have to be Blue Moves. Just to be weird, Blue Moves, Elton John album. Came out in '77 or something like that. Sent a lot of labels up to Seattle, and then somebody grabbed us because we were so amazing. A groundbreaking band, amazing band.
don't know if everyone is anxious as me to get into that arena. So I want to get on an arena tour with some band. Who cares? Warrant, for that matter. What the hell? Go on tour with Warrant, just so we could play arenas. I don't even know if they play arenas. I'm sure they could. And
Platinum.
shit. And cause that's the kind of crowd I like. There's like easy crowds. And they're you can say anything. You can say, "Your mother smells bad, people," and they'll just go, "Yeah."
Up on China, my friends. Up on China, let the summer come again.
Actually, we wanted to tour really bad. We needed to tour before we made any kind of major label album, and so the whole idea was to put out something with our first few early songs from the early stages of Mother Love Boneism, and go out and tour and then come back a well-oiled machine that we are now.
I'm just waiting on that train, because the fast ones always ride for free.
Getting signed happened rather fast, but not to us. Everyone thinks that, but it was really an ongoing thing. Because at first we thought we were going to be signed by Geffen, and that became a big movie, and we waited around, and we all quit our jobs because we thought we were going to, have money and sit around and watch TV, watch The Young and the Restless, and football, of course, on Sundays. But it didn't happen that fast. After we thought we were going to be signed by Geffen, 3 months later, things just finally kind of fell apart, and we decided that maybe we should listen to what other labels had to say. And then that's when it really picked up, because I think it was that's what when the whole bidding war thing started. It wasn't much of a bidding war, but since Geffen... I say our music is love rock, but that's something I carried over from Malfunction. And Malfunction was love rock, and it sounds good to me, so I say that Mother Love Bone is love rock. Mother Love Bone is kind of like a spin-off of Malfunction in my mind, just a better version of it. It's kind of like All in the Family going to, what was that show, that spin-off of All in the Family?
Jeffersons?
The Jeffersons, yeah. It's kind of like the Jeffersons, yet better. Much better. Getting signed it's a step, and it's great, of course. It's better than washing dishes. It's better than licking boots. By the way, you have nice boots. It's just a step, and it's really not a big deal, because you've got to sell the records once you make them, and it's not. It's not what everybody thinks. I mean, they make a big deal. You got a record contract, but if you don't sell any records, you're going to be booted. So I've definitely realized that, and I've definitely realized touring in a van is not what I want to do. I want a bus. I need a bus. Quickly, a bus.
Stone and a friend of ours, Josh, just got done finished shooting a bunch of storyline shots for a video for Stardog Champion, and it'll include a lot of existing live footage that was shot in the last year or so, and so.
You're
world to know that Mother Love Bone is coming to take over the world. A plethora of delights. A fruit salad compote of delight. Compost.
Out of the blue. I mean, I think he was someone who definitely had a certain tragic flaw to a certain degree. That's where his greatness came from, though. I mean, that's why he was the way he was. I mean,
not by any means to to glamorize what he did, but I mean, I think a lot of his lyrics were drawn out of that confusion and not understanding his feelings.
I remember when these ladies that I worked with, I saw them on the street one day waiting for a bus or something, and they were walking by me and they were all, "Hey, Mother Love Bone," and they were all, you know, kind of as if as if it was some kind of dirty secret, you know, kind of some kind of, and that was just all I thought. Well, yeah, that's the name of my band.
Andy's personality was such an integral part of the band, and the whole image of the band and his lyrics and how all that colorful kind of Andyisms all tied into the whole trip, that we decided that it just wouldn't be right just to go on and just find some other, you know, long-haired rock guy to be the singer. And so at this point I think everyone really wants to kind of just take a break, for one, considering we have really just pounded our asses for about 2 years, and just kind of let things happen naturally to a certain extent to see where we want to go with it. You know, we're not in any huge rush to be rock stars at this point, and you know, something will happen regardless of what it is. We don't know, but you know,
we definitely feel confident, like, you know, in what we're doing individually and what we're writing individually, and we've always kind of made things happen, you know, in everything that we've done. So you know, as far as that goes, we're just going to let it take a natural path and
see where we are in a couple months.
Yeah.
Won't you kick with me? Please. all wrong. She thinks she's young and wise, but no, no, no. She dance around my pretty little cable car and fix me up with a guy. Why? Come on. Why she done that to me? Why she done it to me? So I'm singing, stargazer, you call the shots, and I take on. Stargazer, won't you get with me? Please, stargazer, you call the shots, and I take on. Stop